So hello guys, what's up, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be doing a safe auto fast farming for chapter 2 episode 2 of the story mode, the current one that we have right now. We also have the treasure map events going on, so farming fast is something that may give you more rewards. So I made a lot of different compositions for all the stages. Sorry it took a lot of time to make this, so I hope it can help you decide if you want to farm faster or if you want to farm status. I'm farming faster right now because we still have more time to farm status, and status are, you know, always higher depending on the newest story chapter. We are not losing too much by just farming faster. We are even getting more platinum tickets. So, well, let's start here. I want to showcase 3 different strategies that will appear many times here. Let's talk about the first one. Okay, let's talk about this one here. This one uses Joe, and instead of using Blue, well, Blue is not here because I want to use him, but I want to say that the best companion to Joe during this story quest is Genryu. That is if you have him. I don't, so that's why I'm trying to explain a little better. Therese is also one of the best characters to use here because many of the enemies are weak to heat. That's why Joe is so good. That can be said for Genryu as well. Genryu attack with heat and cold. So here on this genie position, you can use some other characters like Galahad. You can also use MAdeleine because she also does lightning damage. And instead of using Therese, let's talk about this one first. We can use the MAdeleine, this version of MAdeleine, because it's AoE. Or we can use Galahad if you got Galahad in the past. It can be used and that's a lot. This formation will work for many things. If you don't have Therese, you can use Amor Claudia as well. She should be very useful here. But I think that another one is Emilia. Emilia is pretty strong here. And in the place of Genryu, if you don't have Genryu, and here on place of Blue, you can use also Red, depending on the stage. Red can kill if there's 2 enemies or even 3. Or sometimes when you have many weak enemies and one with a larger HP. Okay, so this is the first one. The second one is using Animal String with Cold Mages. Yeah, you can even place Joe in the front if you want. This time I was not using her in the front because I wanted to train the skills of my cold damage dealers. Therese is a cold damage dealer with very good cycle if you want to use Arita Petra twice. She can petrify, she will petrify most enemies here. Vassault is also good, he is not so slow, so getting here on the front will just train his rainstorm attack. If you want to use torrential storm, it's better to place him in the back. If you awaken this all the at least 2 times, you can use this on second turn. It's a fast attack that will help farming. Sasha and Muse are also 3 characters that we got. Muse is on story chapter drops, and Sasha was limited, but she was free. Everyone could get her to level 15. She's not bad. Using a combination of 4 cold attackers will help with many stages here. This is a staple that you should be using, and you'll see a lot on this video. And the last one is Animal String and Albert. Yes, it has to be the newest version of Albert. It's one of the rewards of the trials. Albert can only insta-kill 2 times with Victor's Blade. The newest one, people call him Greek God Albert or sometimes Heal Albert because he has a heal spell. Will be better because he can use Victor Blade 3 times, but you need to have both versions of Albert to do that. So it's a problem because even in some stages he will not be able to perform and kill all the targets because his intelligence is a problem, like I said, not so high yet, and even with 8+ on his intelligence he may still fail to kill. But if it works, it's awesome, and if you fail to attack, you can even use this Princess Ray as a backup so that she can kill the target that just missed it. And also to increase the chances of instant killing, well, you have to equip your Albert like a Mage, like you are seeing here. This accessory is Coral Comb that gives 3 intelligence. Use the older Albert, it's just that I don't have that Albert yet. And Stun Undine will help increasing the chance of insta-kill with Will Inhibitor 2. That's the same passive that you can find on Volcano, the one that you can farm in story, Will Inhibitor 2. If you want to have more chances of insta-killing, you can also bring the Mayor. Mayor can also do that because of his passive Spurn 4. But this one is random, it may not choose the target that you want. I'm just trying to emphasize that increasing the chance will speed up your farming, but you cannot bring trainees. It's kind of too locked into making this work. I am not using this strategy, I'm using some others, but I'm just here explaining that you can use it in most stages. Yeah, if you just want to farm some weapons, you can also use this. Okay, so now we'll go for the first stage and I'll be using my setups. Stage number 5.1.1 is good because it drops some awakening materials some people may need them, and the first one uses Fuse Emilia in Galahad. Let's go. Okay, so I got Fuse to the front lines because he's way too fast. I don't want him to attack first, I want Emilia to kill the first wave, then I want the second wave, Emilia attacks, and also Galahad. Let's see. You don't need Galahad to kill here. My Galahad VP is increased so that he do not attack on turn 2, he attacks on turn 3. Air support here kills the second wave with the help of Emilia. And now on the last wave, we can use Winter Storm with Galahad and Total Shot or Bullet Dance, depends. Doesn't really matter too much if she uses Total Shot or Bullet Dance because she will just kill all targets. And well, if your characters are not so strong, you can choose a different strategy and stack many cold attackers to kill this fast. So what happens is that Narwhal's daughter has a fast attack that can use it on turn 1 and turn 3. Then she helps my Joe kill the first wave because she cannot kill it by herself. Or can she? I don't remember. But if she can, you have to increase her speed. Turn 2 we have Vassault with Torrent Storm still being trained. And Winter Storm is enough to kill the second wave. In the last one we will have Air Support. I increased the BP of Fuse here so that he only uses this on turn 3. And any character that follows up will do it. Well, he doesn't need any help. That's better. And now, if you have perfectly trained characters, you can bring Fuse and Emilia. But I am not using Air Support with Fuse. Actually, I increased the cost so that it gets used only on turn 3, I think. Let's see. Yes. So he uses Submachine Gun. The good thing is that Emilia clears first wave by herself, and then Submachine Gun plus Total Shot will kill the 2 next waves. So you can bring 3 Trainees here. It's pretty nice for training if you want some awakening materials as well. And the last one is, well, stack up your cold attackers, especially mages. I'm using Animal String, so, well, Joe can start. She did not kill by herself, she needs some help. Someone that follows up will probably kill. And it's Taria, Vassault, Sasha, and Muse. Just that strategy that I showed in the introduction of the video. Vassault is always good because he opens... Oh, his damage is pretty poor right now, it's on maxed. Taria, if she attacks on turn 2, she breaks her cycle of AoE. Yeah, now on turn 3 she doesn't have VP anymore. That is not a problem because the other characters will be able to kill it by themselves. Yes. Now we'll be talking about stage number 5.1.2, and this one here is actually very easy as well. We'll go with the strategy that uses a lot of power. Okay, so we kill the first wave with Mech. Mech is enough to kill the first wave easily. And then we have characters like Narwhal's daughter and Vassault to act on the second wave. And Galahad to deal damage on the third wave. Let's see if Vassault and Narwhal's daughter work here. Nora is only for training, so you only need 4 characters here. The thing is, this Turtles has a lot of HP. I don't recommend farming here unless you really need some of the helmets. Enhancements material. At least Galahad will use his fast AoE here, allowing us to finish this last wave faster. Yes. Now we have a different setup. We are using bow users. Amor, Claudia, and Therese, they are both leveled to max. Therese is enough to kill the first wave by herself. I also have my global exclusive Monica because she increases pierce damage. It's good. Now Therese is faster than Amor, Claudia, so it's pretty easy to deal damage against those enemies. Those 2 together are enough to kill the second wave. You don't even need global exclusive Monica damage. Now on the last wave, we have enough for rapid volley in Searing Rapid Volley. Let me tell Award Claudia I had to change her BP cost, so 10 BP for the first attack, and rapid volley with 6, so that it, well, overrides her other attacks. That's pretty nice, only 2 characters dealing damage. You may need global exclusive to buff for Pierce, but that works. Well, this formation here is kind of overpowered. It's the same principle, but this time we are killing the first wave with Mech. We want speed here. So Mech is on the center of a reverse sigmoid formation, getting 25 dexterity, it's enough for him. Now on the second wave we use Sorbet Flambe and Therese Barrage Shot. This is just for speed, but if you have Therese and Amor Claudia, I think it's faster. Now on the last one we will have the fast attack coming from Vassault. I increased that to 16 BP, so he only uses on the last. And now, yeah, very fast. And well, the last one is the same strategy that I used in the first stage, stacking 4 mage attackers with enemy string formation. And Jo is in the back, she needs help to fill the first wave if she does not combo, so any of them, it's okay. You can place her in on the front positions as well, but I don't like, because after she uses her AoE, she only focuses on single target attacks. All these mages I have here, they are, well, AoE specialists, making the farming faster. If you are in need of accessory enhancement materials, this will help you a lot. If you are lacking the specialist for other stages as well. This setup works in almost every stage. Way too many pierce, cold, blunt, and lightning enemies. Oh, see, this time we didn't lost the momentum because I think they used too many BP on the second wave, but it's okay. Next wave next turn we will kill them. Hopefully. Yes. But sometimes it's only 3 turns, depends on the order. Okay, now it's time for our stage number 513. This stage here have enemies weak against any type of elemental attacks. All enemies are the same. We have 3 enemies in every single wave. So there are many different setups. The first strategy resolves around bringing characters that will always use AoE damage. So Barthélemy is enough to kill Den, I think, but we'll see. No, he's not. He needs help, probably from Surging Wave, yes. Now turn 2, we have Princess White Rose dealing damage, and Vassault. Because Vassault here has, you know, Torrential Storm. He always goes first because it's a fast attack. Hit Wind as well. Oh, yeah, he used Hit Wind and worked it. Now we still have Princess White Rose with her Sacred Garden attack. In the back there's Mirza, and Mirza does not attack. He's a trainee here. We only need 4 characters. Yeah, pretty fast as well. Okay, now let's say that you don't have that many mages, but you do have some physical attackers. You can bring physical attackers that produce elemental damage as well. That's the case with Galahad, with Albert, you can use this attack for damage instead of just insta-kill, MAdeleine, and even the Matriarch. Yes, mine is still being trained, but she works. We have here in the back Fuse, but he's not needed. He's here because I forgot to remove him. You don't need 4 as well. With 3 you probably can do this very fast as well. My Matriarch is not even doing damage. Yeah, as you can see, pretty fast. Another strategy is to bring both Jo and Bart so that they can finish the first wave. And then we have Sasha and Taria doing their AoEs on turn 2 and turn 3. Sasha is easy to get if you farmed her. Everyone has access to this character. The last wave is where you have enemies with a little more HP, but it's still fast. Unless they kill your mages. The enemies are also fast. Yeah. Okay, now we have stage number 5.1.4, and this is the best one in my opinion to farm fast. If you don't have Albert and you don't want to play with RNG, this one is super good. You're probably asking why, and the reason is that Red and Emilia are extremely powerful here. We only need 10. Yeah, Punishing Combo will kill the first wave easily, then Emilia will kill the second wave easily as well. You just have to increase Hummingbird from Red to 4 BP so that he does not use it on the second wave. Ricochet Parade will kill those enemies easily. Only 2 characters are enough to farm here. That's awesome. You can bring 3 Trainees. So now Red uses Punishing Fists, and Emilia uses Total Shot, and it should be enough to kill the enemies. Interesting that they attacked before her this time, since she's extremely fast. Mine is level 50 as well. If you want to make the farming even faster, there is this alternative strategy that only uses 3 moves. Yeah, we open with Punishing Combo, with Red on the agility position, Rainbow Ranger formation. Then now we will use Flambette Sorbet with Joe, and it was increased to 11 BP code so that she would not attack on the first wave. Last wave, what we use is air support from Fuse because it's now on 16 BP. This is the fastest strategy possible in my opinion. Albert relies still on RNG. If he fails, everything just falls apart, you lose time. This one is extremely fast in my opinion and my best one. Now we will not be doing stage number 5.1.5 because the stage is terrible. Don't farm here. These enemies are very bad and they have way too much HP. We go to 5.2.1 and here we also have many different setups. These enemies don't have that much HP like some other stages, and we'll be doing this. Okay, so what I'm using on this is 3 characters. Death of the Trials Albert, Therese, and Barthélemy. Barthélemy has Hit Wind increased, actually on 4, and Abaddon Hands on 11, so that he do not use this. We don't want him to use that, so we can just do damage with our 3 characters all turns. Yeah, Victor Blade don't kill them because they are immune to instant kill, but the damage coming from the 3 characters are more than enough. If you have Heal Albert, he will use a better attack than this one. But still, even this one works because the last wave the enemies don't have that much HP. Well, this time we are using mages. I even bring Volcano, the farmable character from Story, Princess White Rose, Barthélemy and Blue. Well, I got Wildfire inherited on my Blue to override his Storm Burst attack because I want him to be just an AoE specialist. This one is good for those who want to train some fire mages. Yeah. So next stage, please. Stage number 522. This stage here has enemies weak to Cold, Lightning, and Pierce. They are mixed, so it's a problem. Let's go with the first setup. Okay, so for this stage we have the enemies aligned in a row, so you can use attacks like Aqua Viper and also Subier attacks. I also have Narwhal's daughter in the back, she helps, but it's because I'm training her to get a lot of HP. And if you use Aqua Viper twice, it's good because, well, it saves you some BP from some other attacks. Like Arita Petra, I'm using Arita Petra with my Taria. She petrifies if she hits. And Tornado Storm is good because, well, it deals a lot of damage, killing the first 2 enemies that are weak. Now the last wave we will have a least Surging Wave again, Aqua Viper again, making it very, very fast. Taria died before she used her Arita Petra attack, but it's not a problem since the other characters can finish it by themselves. Yeah. And now if you don't have your mages, don't have many, maybe you can bring some other characters that have raw attack like Sif. She has Whale that increases STR, allowing Subier to do even better damage. And we also have Galahad and MAdeleine. They are good here because the enemies are weak to Cold and Lightning, remember? Now this time, let's see who go first. Sif is also extremely fast, allowing her to go first before the enemies. Well, Galahad, you still need to finish. I got Galahad BP to max, so that he only uses his fast attack on turn 3. Because I want to attack faster now. Dealing more damage to finish it safer. Now either Subier or Sif will finish this enemy here. It will be Subier. Subier is kinda slow, but has very good power for this type of stage. And now we go into stage number 5, 2, 3. This one here, it's similar to the past ones, but, well, it's kinda easier to handle because some enemies won't have much HP. The next strategy is pretty simple. We have 3 characters that deal damage to our trainees. Emilia goes first, she kills the first wave by herself with Ricochet Parade. We also have Liz and the second version of Fuse. The second version of Fuse because he can do air support on the second wave, and that is pretty strong. We will lack damage, that's why Liz is here to kill this giant enemy called Neptune. We have Total Shot now from Emilia and air support, but then are not enough to kill this enemy, so Dragon Series use it here. You don't really need Liz, can be other Mage with cold attack. Last wave we have Total Shot. There's also Crosshair with Fuse. He's inheriting from his first style, but you can only just give him normal attack, it's okay. The secret is Liz, because she just kills with Dragon's Fury. The second strategy is for those that don't want to, well, worry too much about turn order, that you just bring 4 very powerful attackers and they do the job. Place Fuse in the front of a deadly Pierce formation, because then he will not attack on the first turn. The second one we can use our support just fine, and then any character can attack here, either Emilia or, you know, Fuse or Roufas or Galahad, but Galahad was increased with his S3 attack, so Winter Storm is used on the last wave, and then either Total Shot or Gun and Blade finishes the enemy here. It's just to clear fast without worrying about turn order. Okay, this is the last strategy, and this one is not exactly functioning as I wanted because I don't have the newest version of Albert, so this one can only use it 2 instant kill attacks. So what I did was bring my Joe, so that Joe can finish the first wave, and then I have Albert trying to finish the second and third wave. There's some inconsistency here, sometimes Volcano goes first. Yeah, and we need Volcano and stun Undine to decrease the will of the enemy so that I can instant kill them. It's not always, but when it happens, it's sad. I'm bringing equipment that decreases the agility from both Albert, Joe, and stun Undine. Yeah, if you have the newest version of Albert, you don't need Joe to enter here and kill the first wave, but if you don't, like me, and if you only have this version of Albert, this is how it works. Now we go for stage number 5 to 4. The stage here is pretty bad for farming as well. The enemies are only weak to heat, so if you have Genryu, it should be pretty easy, but if you don't, you have to rely on Joe, Barthélemy, Polka, and Blue. Those cards can do fire damage and they are easy to use. Let's go. So the first enemy, if our Blue goes first, he's able to kill it. Yeah, nice. Now we have only second wave. I increased the BP cost for both Bart and Joe so that they use their AoE attacks here on this enemy, because we have 2 enemies this time. The enemy on the front is pretty weak. This time, Polka attacked before. We don't know which character will attack first or second because there are so many variations on this. And sometimes one goes first. And I also inherited Sunlight because Sunlight is pretty okay to do damage here. The bad thing is that, yeah, Joe attacked before Bart. Bart should have gone before, so that means that in that case Joe will finish. But no, it didn't happen. So we will need an extra turn. The good thing, we will have scatter explosions now with Polka, so if we need this, it's okay, we can finish these enemies. But that's about it. I don't think the next stage is good to farm, guys, because it's Genryu. And Genryu, it's pretty strong. And besides this strategy here, they don't have many reliable strategies that deal fire damage. So the video ends here. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, you have the links here on the description of the video. We'll see each other on the next one. Bye.